Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at my November budget and how it's hurting. At the time of filming this, it's currently just a few days away from Thanksgiving, and I've been using this month, November, to kind of catch up and get ahead of the spending for Christmas. So this month, when I show you guys my budget spreadsheet, you guys are going to notice that some of these categories are going to be way outside of bounds for the typical limits I set. As you guys can probably figure, when it comes to Thanksgiving and Christmas, those 2 months, we're going to see a rise in spending for both spending for gifts and also especially in the grocery category, which is the one that you're going to see probably the biggest hit ever since I've been doing these budget with me videos. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and now take a look at this month's numbers for November and how crazy they have gotten. The first thing that we are going to be taking a look at in this budget spreadsheet review is, of course, the income column, this green chart up here. And I do have an update to share as I have received my first paycheck for the month of November. Now, I have not received my side hustle income, although I did talk about it quite a bit in the last video I posted, how I'm supposed to be getting somewhere around $3,800 this month. If that comes in this month, that would be kind of surprising to me because I did submit the voucher late. However, paycheck number 1 for my regular job has come in, and unfortunately, it's actually a low one. I know I've shared on this channel before how my job works. I'm paid on a commission basis. The last few weeks at work have been pretty light for me in comparison to what they typically are. So for my first paycheck for the month of November, unfortunately, I mean, it's still a good amount, but it's not as high as what I typically like to see. It was $1,990.24. So right around $109.76 less than what I typically plan for. I tried to have averaged it out to figure out how much my paychecks are a month, and usually it's right around $2,100. You guys can see that one didn't quite meet the mark, but it's okay. We are going to be compensated with my side hustle income. I'm hoping paycheck number 2 is a little bit more full than that one, especially with the higher expenses we're going to see this month, along with me buying Christmas presents for people. Before I flip the camera over and allow you guys to see my spending categories and what the numbers are for this month, I just checked before filming this very video, and I think I'm somewhere around 997 subscribers, which is crazy, and I'm right at the cusp of 1,000, so maybe by the time this video goes live, we will have hit that mark. Who knows? So I don't think I have any other updates for the income column. Let's go right ahead and move down the list to the paying myself first column, this blue chart here with the smiley face and the money bags. I already gave you guys a little bit of an update in my Transfer Tuesday last week about my saved payments and how those are going, and gave a little bit of an overview on some of my thoughts about the whole deferment and the student loan issue stuff going on. But for the sake of today's video, I'm just going to talk about how much I've actually put towards this first column of paying myself first, the saved payments. I have officially put down this month, the month of November, $1,000 towards my government student loans into a high interest savings account, bringing my total saved up to now $22,000, which is really nice. I'm quite proud of that number. I like to see it continue to grow. My goal is that hopefully by the end of this year, I will have hit $27,000 for that column, which that would mean I'm able to contribute $2,000 more this month and then another $3,000 come December. We'll see what happens. Moving on down to Roth IRA, I use M1 Finance to finance my Roth IRA, and I already shared once again in my last Transfer Tuesday that I have been able to put down $100 this month towards this column, which I guess I can bring this up to $900. However, that's not exactly what my Roth IRA is standing at. I might shift this to later on just reflect what my Roth IRA is actually at, but for right now, I'm just going to keep it so it says $900. Anyway, This month, with the increase in spending that you guys are going to be seeing and that I'm feeling, I am not going to be contributing towards the vacation, Christmas, and family sinking funds. One of the other reasons is because when I move down to this one, Christmas, I have actually taken this amount of money, this $250, and put it back into my bank account for the purposes of paying off the credit cards or debit cards that I've used to pay for Christmas spending. I know it's November, but I like to get a jump start on things. I am kind of I don't want to say a weirdo, but when it comes to saving, I like to do the best that I can when it comes to buying gifts. And I will put things into like a wish list or a shopping cart through Amazon. And I'll use the Honey app to make sure that the price is the best price within the last 30 to 60 days. And when it gets down to the price I like, I purchase it. If I start early, I have the best chance of getting the best price. So needless to say, I've been Christmas shopping already, and I've taken money out of this sinking fund for Christmas, which is the whole point of having the sinking fund anyway, to pull from it once it comes time to Christmas shop. So right now I'm going to put this down to a total saved of 0 because it's now at 0. These other ones are still at their amount. Vacation 200, family 250. I may pull from that one if I feel I need to for the sake of maintaining the budget, but as of right now I have not pulled from this family sinking fund. But I don't think I'm actually going to be contributing $50 towards these amounts or these sinking funds this month. So I just want to give you guys an update on that. I just think it's a good month to not try to go crazy and contribute towards this because I got other things I need to pay for, which I know that kind of defeats the whole purpose of calling this pay yourself first. But I did pay myself first when it came for investing. I did not skimp out on that. I did my part. Anyway, moving on down to the big red column here, expenses. And this is the one that we're kind of leading up to in this video. I know I've talked about it briefly in the introduction. The expenses this month are out of control. I shouldn't say they're out of control. They're just a lot bigger than what I typically see, which when this happens, I have the tendency to, I guess, get anxious or get stressed. But I have really no need to be. As you guys can see, back up when I showed my income this month, it was going to be somewhere around like $8,200. Even with these higher expenses, it's nowhere going to touch that amount of income. I'm perfectly fine. I just, for whatever reason, need to get it through my head that things are okay, even though expenses look higher this month. But anyway, let's go ahead and start punching in the numbers for the expense column. So paying myself first, you guys just saw, I just tallied that up. So far, with the save payments and Roth IRA, that would equal $1,100 this month. So let's go ahead and put that in there. That still leaves a difference of around $2,150 left on the table, which hopefully I can still contribute that $2,000 towards the save payments. That would really be nice to go into the new year with $27,000 saved up for the government student loans. Next up, we have the mortgage payment, which was already deducted from my account at the very beginning of the month, $1,059. Nothing crazy there. Everything as normal. The grocery bill. This is where things start to get a little interesting. So in addition to having a little bit higher grocery bill this month, just because we're trying to plan for Thanksgiving, make sure we have the things we need so that we can make pies or other things that we're gonna be taking to my wife's family's house and my family's house. That means groceries are higher, but also another contributing factor is that this month, my wife and I have actually gone on quite a few dates, I guess you can call them. I mean, they are dates, but we've gone out to eat quite a few times. And as many of you know who go out to eat, it is so easy to come back with a bill that's a lot higher than you thought it was. Not that we really overspent when we go out to eat. We typically don't really go to fancy restaurants. We just go to kind of the run-of-the-mill Chili's and some of the other restaurants that are local to us. And we try to be, somewhat frugal when we go out, and still enjoy ourselves. We are on a date, so you don't want to just be constantly thinking about money when you're trying to spend time with the one you love. But because we have gone on more dates this month, that does mean that the grocery bill is higher. So compounded with spending for Thanksgiving and going on dates, and we purchased some extra fitness groceries like pre-workout and whey protein. This month's grocery bill came in at a whopping $600, which is nuts. It's $240 over what I typically spend on groceries. But guess what? I'm just gonna say it's okay, because like I said, it was on important things. We went on dates, which is important to spend time together. And it's also purchasing groceries to help contribute towards Thanksgiving, which is benefiting other people. So I'm fine with the grocery bill being higher this month. If we spent it all like on candy or something like that, or something bad, or if it was just me once again hitting up Dollar General over and over again, then I could, say, Michael, you need to calm down. But we spent groceries on things that we needed to, and we needed to take some time for ourselves on dates. Next up, we have the water bill, which I just checked is actually not due this month. I think I said in my first video it was, but it's not. Thank you. Whoops. Yes, 0. Gas this month, I just checked before filming. Currently, I'm at $156 for the gas budget this year. That is gas I put into my vehicle. I drive quite often for work. That's literally half of my job, is just driving to people's houses to do therapy with them. The other thing I keep forgetting to mention on this channel that has to do with gas prices is if you would like to get some extra cents off each gallon you pay for at the pump, you could use the app Upside. I know I mentioned it before on this channel, and some of you have taken advantage of that, but basically how it works in short is that you download the app, you can link it with a credit card, debit card, or you can still use it when you pay cash. You just have to do a couple extra steps. And you just go to a verified gas station and click that you are at the gas station through the app. You then fill up your vehicle, and if you've used a linked card to your Upside app, then you get however many cents taken off that the app tells you can for that gas station. Now, what's really cool about the app, now don't take my word completely on this one, but for the gas stations I've used, such as Speedway, you can also use the app and the benefits from it in conjunction with the regular gas card for that gas station. So for instance, Speedway has a typical rewards card that if you swipe it before you start pumping gas into your vehicle, you can get 3 cents off. So you can couple that 3 cents off with however many cents you're getting off through the Upside app. Sometimes that's like 10 cents. So 10 plus 3, you get 13 cents off per gallon. And of course, different gas stations give different promotions for that. It really helps when you're traveling, because if you're in a bigger area, then you can find a lot of gas stations that will give you, they compete to give better deals. So you can get 26 cents off a gallon, which is really nice. Anyway, I'll leave a link down in the description for the download to the app and also my referral code. I will say if you use my referral code, it's like an associate link, so I do get a little bit of kickback from that. I think every time you use it, I also get a cent or two from your purchase. So if you feel compelled or wanting to do that, go ahead and use the link down below. Moving on to the next category, which is gas and electric. Thankfully, this month, my gas and electric, as I talked about in the first video I posted, is lower, $151, which is where I typically would love to see it. That's where it was the first year I was in my house, and for some reason, the last half of the second year, it has gone wild, up into almost $300. Don't know why it's doing that. I'm trying to keep on top of meter readings so that I get a more accurate price given to me to pay for my gas and electric. But thankfully this month, with all the other high expenses, it's $151. Moving on to phone, I've already talked about that. In fact, these next few items I've already talked about: phone, internet, Amazon Prime, car insurance, and gym membership. You guys can see the numbers listed here. These numbers don't change, so there's not really much to say about them other than they're due every month and I need to pay them. And most of them, I think all of them, I've already paid so far. The other thing I'm going to mention in this video, some of you may be asking, okay, so you said that you purchased a lot of groceries this month, but you also said you did spending for Christmas. Why aren't you including that in this month's budget? To give you guys the honest answer for that, it's that I'm lazy and haven't came up with a total number that my Christmas shopping is going to be. So I figured in a Christmas spirit way, I would save that number, that total number for my Christmas spending for the month of December when I do my end of the year or end of December budget with me video. So stay tuned for that. So if you're curious to know how much I've spent so far on my Christmas shopping, because I am doing it early, stay tuned for next month where I will be discussing that amount then. Until then, if you would like to see some of my other budget with me content, go ahead and watch these videos here.